if I had to again take a position on it, I'm gonna take the brand name, which is Bitcoin. I'm going to assume that it's the wrong price for the possibilities that it has. And I'm going to assume that the path forward from here is north.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I've got bullish news for you guys. We're going to break it down. Goldman Sachs is looking to enter the crypto custody space, and Graham Stephan, the well-known YouTuber with millions of followers, has bought Bitcoin. We're going to break it down. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, right now, Bitcoin at $37,643, Ethereum over $1,200, and Polkadot is going crazy right now, up 31% from a 24-hour perspective, going parabolic. It is at $17.75, near $18. It is up 85% from a 7-day perspective. Now, unfortunately, I do not hold DOT in my portfolio. I would have loved to take in a position, and I should have, but look, you can't catch all of it, right? I've got Chainlink and Ethereum and Bitcoin, XRP, and many others. I made a lot of money off of Chainlink, so you guys who are holding DOT in your portfolio, enjoy your gains. If Polkadot does correct, I will take a position because I do believe we are still early in the bull market, but we are on the rise. Now, of course, Bitcoin, as you can see here, is building support levels, which is a good sign, as we've been talking about, right? Now, we don't like to focus too much on the hourly, daily, and weekly. However, just to give an idea of how close we are to the next major price point of $50,000, that's why we take a look at it. But for the most part, we're not day trading. We are macro level viewers of the market, so to speak, right? We look at the market from a macro level. We are hodlers, and if you're day trading, more power to you. Hope you make money. It is risky, but like I said, more power to you, and I hope you make money. But building support levels, we may move a bit more sideways here, and then slingshot up to 50K, I think, is next, my friends. We're not far off, right? We're $13,000 away from 50K. So very exciting times. We have to be patient. It's all market cycles, right? Bull, bear, and accumulation phase. So let's let it play out. Now, here's the big news. This is huge. Goldman Sachs to enter crypto market soon with custody play, says a source. Now, remember, we heard sources about PayPal entering and BlackRock, and then eventually they all came out and said, yes, we're entering the market, right? We will see Goldman Sachs capitulate. Now, the reason why you're hearing this news right now is because they've already taken a position. You guys know how the game is played, right? We saw JPMorgan come out and start putting out price predictions, $146,000 Bitcoin. We saw Citibank put out their respective price predictions. So all the big players are here. If you have your Fidelity, if you have JPMorgan, if you have BlackRock, Goldman Sachs is going to be up next, right? All of them are going to capitulate. And remember, for years, they've denied that they're doing anything with crypto. They're like, we don't know. Maybe we'll launch a crypto trading desk. I don't know. Talk to me about it later. Yeah, we're not really concerned about it. They've been accumulating. That's the game, my friends. And here, the sub-headline reads, Goldman, JPMorgan, and Citi are all set to be looking at crypto custody. Of course, because all the big players, your billionaire hedge fund managers, your high net worth individuals, if you got Paul Tudor Jones putting up the green flag to come into Bitcoin, yeah, you're going to see all the other people are going to be putting money into Bitcoin and crypto, right? They have to enter the space or they will become dinosaurs and be extinct. Because if you do not innovate, if you do not move along with this trend, this disruptive trend, you will be disrupted and go out of business. So let me give you some details. U.S. banking powerhouse Goldman Sachs has issued a request for information, RFI, to explore digital asset custody, according to a source inside the bank. When asked about the timing, the Goldman Sachs source said the bank's custody plans would be evident soon. Goldman's digital asset custody RFI was circulated to at least one well-known crypto custody player toward the end of 2020. Very bullish, guys. And of course, like I said, all the writings on the wall, if you have BlackRock and all these folks jumping in, Goldman Sachs is not going to sit on the sidelines just waiting and watching the world pass them by. And I tell you, trust me when I tell you guys, they have been accumulating in the dips. They just put out the smoke and mirrors move like, oh, we don't care about it. It's what Jamie Dimon did, remember, in 2017, calling Bitcoin a scam, yet JPMorgan was accumulating. They were building their own coin, JPM coin. So this is the game. But as I always remind you guys, we are on the side of smart money. We have bought the dips. We have gotten on the low. And dumb money comes to the top of the market, unfortunately. But you should pat yourself on the back. You're here early. You've accumulated. We went through the bear market. You're being patient, and that's what's important. And we have the potential to make significant returns. And I want to remind you of a quote. First, they ignore you. Then they laugh at you. Then they fight you. Then you win. That is essentially what is playing out here. Another capitulation, Graham Stephan. So Graham has 2.74 million followers on YouTube. Many of you know who he is. He talks about investment and finances. He's a big-time influencer in that space. He's been interviewed by Kevin O'Leary, featured on different TV shows, has tons of views and followers, right? Well, he had recently made a video about Bitcoin a week ago. It got 545,000 views, right? And he then yesterday posted a video saying why I bought Bitcoin. Guys, see what's happening here? Everybody's coming in. But this is so important because once again, we are on the side of smart money. We've already taken our position, and he's now taking a position, and he's letting his 2.7 million followers know about it. This is how the mass FOMO is going to start when you have these influencers and celebrities and well-known folks going on TV and saying, yeah, I've taken a position in Bitcoin, right? You got folks in the NFL, Russell Okung, he's talked about getting paid in Bitcoin. You got celebrities who are holding Bitcoin now. Wait for the floodgates to open of the mass FOMO. And the institutions have taken their position. Many are now coming in. So from that standpoint, we're still a bit early, right? But it is getting a bit late, so to speak, because this year we're expecting a parabolic run-up. The stock-to-flow model for Bitcoin is looking at $100,000 price point, and it could go higher than that. And as I always say, Bitcoin is the rising tide that lifts all boats. So you will see the alts move with it, like Ethereum and Polkadot and XRP and Litecoin and all the Cardano. So really a big opportunity to make significant returns here, guys. A paradigm shift is taking place, and to see all of these folks capitulating, and you may say, well, I don't care for Graham Stephan. It doesn't matter what you care or if you like him or don't like him. The fact is he has 2.74 million subscribers. He's an influencer. This is going to get out, and you're going to see more people buying Bitcoin. Now, I want to play this video. Julia Chatterley of CNN interviewed Mohamed El-Erian, if I'm saying his name right. He's the president of Queen's College, Cambridge University, chief economic advisor. Very smart guy. He talks about he bought Bitcoin and sold at 19,000. He talks about the market. Now, it's not just that he's talking about Bitcoin, but he understands it. And this is so important, right? These influencers, these people of notoriety. Let me play the clip here for you.
You know, it's when I listen to the discussion that we're having here, I think it's no surprise that we've seen people searching around for other alternative assets like digital assets and Bitcoin. And I'm sure you're being asked about this all the time, but I do want to get your wisdom on this, because I saw you make some comments about just the structure of the market and at what levels different kinds of investors are involved, and perhaps what people that are new to something like Bitcoin need to watch for. Speaking as a sort of more traditional investor, but that understands both price action and the mentality of investors when they're making an investment, particularly in light of the price moves that we've seen. Mohamed, your wisdom on Bitcoin.
So I don't know, it's wisdom, because I bought Bitcoins when they dipped below 5,000 and I sold them at 19,000, and I thought, well, wow, I'm really smart.
That's
just
a profit.
To go all the way up to 40,000. Hey. So I'm not sure it's wisdom, but this is how people should think. This time around, because this is the third big surge in Bitcoin prices, this time around you have a solid foundation of long-term holders. They have been brought together by fear about inflation, fear about liquidity, mistrust in institutions, looking for more risk mitigation assets. I mean, a whole host of reasons bringing them together. That is a solid foundation. That's what.
So just a couple of things to take away there, guys. He took a position in Bitcoin at $5,000 and he sold at 19. So he made a profit, but he's saying he shouldn't have sold probably all of it, right? He'll probably buy back in. Remember, he's a chief economic advisor. And what he said, Bitcoin this time around has a solid foundation because there are real world macroeconomic, global, geopolitical reasons why big time players and institutions are getting into Bitcoin. Inflation, liquidity crisis, lack of trust in banks and institutions and governments, right? So he absolutely ironed out some real world issues as to Bitcoin's use case as a store of value, as a hedge against all these macroeconomic factors. And I love that he took a position and experienced the move up. So I'm going to let him continue here.
That's why I don't think you'll ever see Bitcoins back down at 4,000. However, above that is a really big layer of speculation. People realize that Bitcoins can move by 4-5% a day. And that, of course, attracts people. We saw last week, fascinating, that when the stimulus checks hit people's account, quite a few of those dollars ended up buying Bitcoins.
Guys, he said Bitcoin will never go below 4,000 again. Now, he's also warning of the speculation. And of course, look, it's a very volatile market. It's young, so there's a lot of speculation behind it. But there's obviously the potential to make significant money. And he said when people are getting their stimulus checks, they're putting it into Bitcoin. Man, this guy's laying it out. I think he's very forthright here. Let me play the rest for you.
So people are speculating on Bitcoin. So I tell people just be careful because I understand the solid foundation, but on top of that, you've got a big speculator layer. So just make sure you can manage through that because as we saw on Sunday, Monday, that price can fall by 20% in 48 hours.
So he's, of course, warning folks about the speculation aspect, the volatility. And look, it comes with the territory. But as I've stated before, the swings that take us low also take us very high. We had, before that 28% correction he's talking about, we had $1,000 green candle days from since like Christmas, just Bitcoin is going parabolic, right? And that's why there's a big opportunity here. That's why Paul Tudor Jones called it the fastest horse in the race. And of course, because it's true hard money, there's a hard cap. So there's a supply and demand economics here. There's a supply shock. And because the institutions are buying more that's being mined every day. Remember, there's 900 Bitcoin being put out into the market every day, but the institutions are buying at a record-breaking pace. So very insightful interview here. And look where it's on, guys. CNN, this guy's talking to the masses about it, and he's a chief economic advisor. I hope that sinks in. I hope you see the bigger picture of what's happening here, of the mass education and awareness. And he told people that he bought some and made a profit. So we are going to the moon and then to Mars, but we got to be patient. Bitcoin will go through its respective cycles. Yes, you're going to have corrections along the way. That does not mean we don't keep going up because we are in a bull market. And according to the stock to flow model, we're still early, right, to the next parabolic peak. We are expecting $100,000 Bitcoin. Now, as always, I've been clear on what I'm planning to do. I've made a video on my cash out plan. The link will be in the description. I am cashing out some to pay off debt and certain things. I'm lending some of my crypto to earn interest, and I'm storing the rest forever to hand down to my daughter or whatever, right? So that's what I'm doing. You do what's best for you. You guys may have seen my interview with Michael Saylor where he talked about not cashing out any crypto and borrowing against it. Now, he's in a different financial situation than I am. I have certain plans and things what I'm doing. I'm not going to put, just so you guys know, I'm not cashing out to put my money into the bank to sit there. I'm going to go like pay off debt and stuff, like pay off mortgages and stuff, right? So those are things that I'm doing to give myself financial freedom while still holding a majority of my Bitcoin and other cryptos. So some people get the idea that I'm going to dump all my cryptos. Hell no, I'm not doing it. I'm not stupid like that, right? I'm going to cash out some to put that money to provide financial freedom for myself. And like I said, you could check out that cash out video and I'll put a link in the description. So guys, What do you think about this Goldman Sachs news as well as this Graham Stephan news? I think both are super bullish news, and you're going to see more and more capitulation like this as we go further into 2021. Guys, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, subscribe, share this video with a crypto skeptic, and I'll talk to you guys later.